Every single size in stock that's listed on our webpage. Wrapped up dies, there's an absolute ton of them. So you can get those things shipped overnight if you need them. Customer rolls in your shop, you are ready to go. We stock all this inventory, so you don't have to stock all this inventory. And we just wrapped up testing on full width 1/4 inch bending for our press brake. This is the VersaPress. These are the lowered bending dies, and then of course the upper die, also known as a punch. This is a gooseneck one. Because of how close together the points are on even the biggest on this 5-way, can't bend full width 22 inch wide 1/4 inch steel. So we made a custom fabricated die, a made in the USA die. We make them right here, and it allows you to bend with only 20 tons of force. Allows you to bend 1/4 inch across the entire width of it. The elephant in the room is the elephant size tube. Let's talk about it. This is 2 3/8 OD, which does fit in the M600. This is a mandrel application in the M600 series. It's only a 6-inch radius. Pretty cool, pretty tight bends. Great for like loading dock bumpers, handrails in rare applications. This other material we just tested, forest steel, ultra strong heat treated DOM. Got a yield strength north of 100,000 PSI. They also offer the same heat treatment on chromoly, which is even stronger. It does bend in our machine. We will have more details and a complete video on that later. I have been playing with some square tube bending die options. Both of these dies have a ridge in the middle of them. Creates a bend, as we call it, like the old school lawn chair. It's got a dent in it from that mohawk ridge that sticks up. Much tighter radius with much thinner wall, nice bend. Consistent and predictable indentation on the inside. What do you prefer? Do you like to have the tight radius, thin wall, or do you prefer the straight square tube dies? Not much race car about it yet, it's just cut apart, but we have been reinforcing this thing. We've got 5 videos out on this car. It's a 72 BMW 2002. We just welded up the floorboards, put some custom logos in there. We embossed or formed those in a VersaPress using 3D printed tooling. Just built a square tube reinforcement for the body because we're going to be cutting the back of this thing up a whole bunch. We got it higher off the ground to make it easier to work on. We're cutting the back up to put the E46 subframe in. That will allow us to have this thing completed enough that we can get started on the Doak-Hole R8 mandrel bent roll cage. And we're going to be putting one in this car. We're going to show you guys step by step. We're going to build it with proto-tractors, which if you have not seen it, you should check them out. They're on our webpage, and we did shoot a video throwing together a B-pillar in this exact car using those proto-tractors, and I was blown away how well it worked. We had a fun little project for the guys in the shop here. We had a couple of new people, and they'd never bent tube before or notched tube before. Brandon designed these carts in CAD. They're 1.25 inch, and the guys that did this had a lot of fun. Never bent tube before. They actually didn't scrap any of these. And we just got this new one. First Chinese welder I've ever bought and liked. PrimeWeld TIG 325X. We bought this TIG welder because we wanted something that was less expensive than our HTP. I just reached out to Weld Metals online, and I just said, hey man, what should we get? We do a little bit of aluminum. We do a lot of mild steel. We do some stainless. It works great. And the funny thing is, when this thing showed up, I have a feeling it's pretty rare, but it was dead on arrival right out of the box. It didn't turn on. A new one showed up within 3 days. Huge shout out to Weld Metals Online and PrimeWeld. They've been shipped directly from PrimeWeld. Got us a replacement immediately, fired right up, and it's been running great ever since. And everybody here really enjoys running it. If you guys are looking for a welder, I would look for the reviews at Weld Metals Online. We are also bringing back giveaways. We're planning to do a couple of them before the end of this year. I'd like to know from you guys is what format you prefer. Do you like the purchasing of swag ticket entries, writing reviews for entries, both? Buying products for entries like notchers, dies, press brakes, something like that. But we want your feedback in the comments for the prize. Would you rather have a bunch of small prizes, one big prize, more winners, and smaller prizes so that we can get that format nailed down exactly the way you guys want it?